parties and he'd have to kick people out, and is the most. It's like a Canadian trying to be like mean. Like, hey, bud, you really gotta.
I really need you.
You're really throwing off the vibes here, dude.
Vibe.
You gotta.
You should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I was like,
it's not you, but I think you need to just.
Right, he would be like the nicest guy about it, and then eventually one of his friends who's actually drinking would be like, "Get the fuck out!" and throw the guy out. Like, he's like, "Sorry, bud." And then he just go back to his room and like, dude, it's fucking wild.
Oh, God.
With that being said, that whole lovely
intro.
tangent. Yeah, jeez. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of What You Take, the show where we talk about just about anything we can possibly think of and bring you guys along for the unfiltered, unapologetic ride. As always, you're going to have myself here, Steve, my brother, Chris.
Hey there. If you're seeing me, that means we're on YouTube. Yeah, we're on YouTube now. We're all over. Wherever you get your podcast, and we're on YouTube. We're also invading Instagram. We're taking over. So get on the bandwagon and share the show. And make sure to tell Spencer that he looks dumb in the comments.
Okay, here's the problem. He does an intro like that, and now I've got to deliver on that.
Right.
So I'm like, that's going to be great when, the file is broken or I can't get anything put onto the sites. There's just a way to put me in a spot there, bud.
Yeah. You really are just like, hey, we're on every form of multimedia. Right, Steven?
You're like, right.
Just eyeball it. You can't make me a liar, man.
We are on Instagram.
We are on Instagram, yes.
Yeah.
We're not everywhere.
Yeah, we are.
And the man who makes much less promises and always delivers on a good time, Sexy Spence.
Why, hello. Chris is here. We're all having a good time. Like, share the goddamn show. That's it. Just share the fucking show.
It's important.
It's important.
It's
vital.
It's crucial. And just as important.
My God.
Just as important as sharing the show is subscribing to the show and commenting on the show.
Can I just give it a... How about you just listen to our show?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good start.
Traditional.
Yeah. Make this a little short. Be like, come check out our show. Come hang out with it.
You wanna take the relationship nice and slow?
Yeah, I like to do it slow and steady,
Yeah.
Gotta wine and dine them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta buy them dinner before you fuck their face.
Wow.
And speaking of face fucking,
Dr. Doom.
I want to have you know that was perfectly timed. I thought Spence was going to talk. I hit the button for Spence right as you said face fucking.
Now we just got to get a quick zoom effect. Speaking of face fucking.
Oh my God.
I forgot where I was going with that.
That's probably for everyone's benefit, bud, because I don't know that we needed you to elaborate on that one further. That's it. You guys got anything? You want me to go with what I was going to talk about?
I think I'm good. Yeah, dude, what were you going to...
You're good? Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay. Are you positive?
Dude.
I like how he's only looking at you.
Just make eye contact.
If I try really hard, I don't have to acknowledge Chris is right there, too.
Right.
Because he'll come up with some fuck shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so I saw this article the other day, and it was really interesting, in my opinion. And it said that millennials and some of the newer generation, but for sure millennials, are starting to pick up old school hobbies in light of the fact that planning anything on a social level whatsoever is going to cost you at least $100 to $150 to even walk out your fucking door. At least.
What?
To do anything social at this point.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, people are picking up old school hobbies, things like knitting or candle making.
I actually saw a really good video. I want to say
I actually made candles.
You make candles?
I did.
Oh, past tense.
Yeah, I bought a little kit thing. I mean, I can make more. I just
Okay.
need more candle wax. But yeah, it's actually kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's this really interesting thing. And we're going to people are collecting records now. I know me and my family, we do the wax stamp thing on all of our envelopes.
Yeah.
We do the party invites. But it's people are picking up these old hobbies because of the fact that it is so fucking expensive. I mean,
Right.
how long is it gonna be before bread is fucking $10 a loaf?
Well, no, that's the other thing, too, though. I think a lot of people are kind of... And I think society as a whole is kind of realizing that. Because,
Right.
I was just thinking, dude, I'm like, other than like our little escapade, it's like I really don't go out to bars very often and like do that kind of shit.
Yeah, there's a good YouTube, like, it's like a 7 to 8 minute video, but it's called The Death of the Third Place.
Yeah.
And it's a concept, I can't remember if it was a philosopher who had talked about it first in like the early 20th century, but the idea that humans need a third place to be socially fulfilled creatures, and the third place is a place that is, or an ideal third place is defined as a place that is not your work and not your home, that is free for community enjoyment and social gatherings, without the expectation of like payment or like having like a paywall.
You
or a way to
actually see a
access.
lot of that in older cultures too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we don't have a lot of those anymore in America.
No.
Like parks are getting rare, and even the parks we do have aren't that great.
Parks nowadays are kind of depressing.
Like, you know, and to your point,
it's like it's the size of a football field at best, and they've got like a bench.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you know, it's just
Half the parks I go to, it's like it's designed for kids to have fun, and you just sit on a bench and then talk to other people who are watching their kids have fun.
correct.
right. Like there should be like an inclusive like adult third place where it's like you, even if it's like a more well done park or even just a social square with like those stone chessboards and like big benches and tables and stuff like that where people can just get together and hang out.
Do you know how long it's been since I've actually seen like, oh, cool, it's got those cool little like you said, the chessboards that are like metal and like
Yeah,
all
that
that
stay
kind of
at the
stuff,
park.
and like people hang out and do that. And, like,
Yeah.
you don't
Well,
see that
that's
shit
even,
anymore.
we even kind of talked about that when we all started going to Prohibition initially. It was like,
Yeah.
yes, there is a bar there, but there's a difference between going there and having a cocktail or two cocktails while you have your cigar versus going to like any of the stadium bars around here, and nothing against them, they are what they are.
Right.
But you go there and you're not going there to have a drink. You're
No.
going there to fucking
Your
drink.
sole purpose is to get fucked up.
Correct. You can't hear the person that you went in there with. And again, that's kind of like by design. We go to somewhere like Prohibition, there's never any reason to talk above how we're talking now.
Right.
It's a chill environment. Chris, to your point, they've got the board games. They've got the dartboard there. They've got poker tables.
Yeah.
It's a place to go
And it's all
just
reasonably
chill.
priced.
It's oh my God, it's amazingly priced.
Dude.
Spence, what was the most we've ever spent there?
I think $20, and that was for 2 cigars and a drink. No, wait, 40.
As
For
I-
2 cigars.
2 cigars, 2 cocktails. We usually end up at
Yeah.
about $45 to $60,
Right.
ish. But we end up killing 3-4 hours there,
Easily.
and just chilling.
And it's
then-
not bored time either, too. It's like you kind of are like, oh, it's holy shit.
Yeah, you're here, you're chilling, whatever the case is. And then like the last time that we had come from there, it was like, oh, and I'm not fucked up. I can drive
Right.
home. I don't have to spend money on an Uber.
I was just talking about that too. Like, I hate having to spend money on the Uber. Too.
Correct.
Because if I want to go out and have 4 drinks, don't get me wrong, I understand it. Drunk driving's a terrible thing. You shouldn't do it. But it's like, I'm not gonna Uber just when I'm meaning to have like a calm night out.
correct.
You know, it's like, if I'm gonna Uber, I'm gonna earn the Uber.
That's unfortunately, that's a valid thing.
I hate to say it like that, but it's like, yo, if I'm gonna get an Uber, I'm gonna be fucked up.
Correct. But
You know?
I need to justify the fact that I couldn't walk in a fucking straight line, so
Right.
someone else better be driving my ass.
Right.
Yep.
That was the big
100%
thing.
get that.
So I mean, I was just curious. So
Yeah.
when I saw that article, I was curious. Is like, do you guys have any old world hobbies, old world air quote air quote, that you guys have picked up or that you guys do? I know, like Chris, sometimes you've done like your painting or the things with like the miniatures or writing. Spence, I don't really know anything about you and your hobbies, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Spencer's actually has quite a few wild hobbies.
I get very bored and do a lot of random shit.
I think you just it's your fucking ADD, bud.
Oh, I know it is.
It's
100%. I know it is.
It's 100% what it is.
I'll get everything set up for a hobby, and I'll do it for like 2 weeks, and I'll never touch it again.
I think I've seen you go through like cool hobbies for like a month to like 2 months at a max, but like there are definitely times I've talked to you and you're like, yeah, I started making candles, and I'm like, fucking okay. Or I was like, I'm doing metal wall art, or
Oh
like,
yeah, those are fun.
or I'm framing and gluing puzzles together this week, and I'm like, okay, whatever, man.
I will say it's been really cool to see the merging of some hobbies with kind of like the nerd and geek culture, right? Because like cosplaying has always been a thing.
Yeah.
But then as cosplaying and like nerd culture has become more mainstream, and then you go in with the fact that everything is expensive as all fucking get out, and you get these guys that are 3D printing, leather working, metal working.
Oh, that's a different level.
Functioning suits of armor and animatronics, and I'm just like, dude has got a 12-foot fucking Hulkbuster that is just in his garage, and let's be real. I know all of these. We've all seen them at the cons, right? And the dude is literally 12 feet tall, 6 feet, whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, okay, you got that thing functioning with the hydraulics and everything like that. What is stopping you from putting a fucking flamethrower on that thing next?
Well, dude, here's what, like, you ever see him work on that shit, too? It's like you're sitting there soldering shit and wiring it up and battery packs and, like, I'm like, you're a tinkerer. Like,
you are a true tinkerer, and the thing that wilds me out, and that, like, I like to think I'm a patient dude, but where my patience goes is, like, when you see the people doing the soldering and the programming and stuff, it's not like, oh, it's a 3-hour thing. This is like a 14-hour thing for this much of the project.
Right.
You know what else will really wild you out that a lot of people don't often consider about those big old projects like that? That dude did that while doing a job.
Correct. Oh my god, that's just it.
That guy works 40 hours a week,
he's
too.
He's not getting paid to do that
right.
thing.
You ever hear the one? It's like 200 hours under this or
Correct.
something? Like, what?
Yeah, that guy's like a CPA, and he's doing this on, like, nights and weekends at home.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
And, like, sometimes those guys have full families, too.
There was when Iron Man
like
when Iron Man had first gone like super mainstream back like 2008 2010. Jarvis was obviously like everyone's front and center just dream thing. And there's these dudes with like the Windows computers and whatnot like that found ways to make your computer respond like Jarvis, run the programs, the whole thing like that. And they're like, it's really simple to do. You've just got to sit here and put input output input output input output for every situation humanly possible. So I'm sitting there, I can do that. I got 6 hours into it, and I'm like, nope. It's not,
right, you're like online like 8,000 of code, and you're like only 80,000 more to go.
Correct.
Like,
literally, holy shit.
And they're talking how it's easy, and it's like you're lying. You're a liar. Like,
Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V.
I'm happy to report that after 500 hours of work, my computer can now make me toast.
Right, like it can tell me the time. So who won?
The machine, Spencer. The machines won.
The machines won.
I put lightning through a rock and made it do things. I am a wizard. That's all a computer is.
I think
That's all a computer is. You taught a rock how to do math.
It's also really interesting to see things like, you got people that are making their own like brews now, man. Like
I've
beer
always
brews.
wanted to get one of those little mini kegs that you can ferment your own.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, just because it's like one of those, like, it's like one of those, like, I like those ones that are kind of fun because you can kind of tinker with it a little bit. But then it's like,
I want to get one of those like mead making bottles, like those big jugs with the thing out, because I want to try and make mead at one point.
Oh, do it, dude.
You want to try and make mead properly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've told me about your previous attempts at mead, and it
no, I've made spiced wine before.
You have told me that you have made weed before, or not weed, mead.
No,
I was gonna say we better keep that one on the DL there. I've made weed. Have you?
No, I've made spiced wine.
Say that into the microphone, Chris.
Right. Nice and clear, and please make eye contact with the camera while you do so.
Yeah, it hasn't been cold enough for it yet.
For what?
For spiced wine.
No, because it's fucking 52 in December.
Yeah, it's raining.
Yeah.
It's past Christmas.
I know.
I feel like it's Florida. I feel like I should just get some palm trees.
Maybe I should make a batch of it.
You should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you just want a bottle of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
We
Not
were
gonna
talking.
lie.
We've acknowledged that because we didn't do apple pie this year, and the amount of people that like walked up to me was like, "Dude, you doing the apple pie?" I was like, "No, I'm not doing it this year. There's too much going on." They're like,
Fuck, bro.
seriously, they're like, "What the fucking hell?" And I'm like,
no, for real.
Okay, so apple pie is making a comeback next year.
Dope. Dude, I always love. That's another thing I like doing though too. Is that kind of stuff. That's fun. Like
It
making like
is.
apple pie, making like large little whatevers.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, did that soup turn out awful? By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I didn't want to shit on your gift, so
No,
I was
it's
like, I'll
okay.
just keep it down. But yeah.
Yeah. I imagine it was awful.
Oh yeah. I went to go eat it the next day, and I was like,
Yeah.
thank you, Chris.
I had to eat like 3 quarts of that before
I'm
I dumped
sorry.
it.
You're talking about the cheddar potato soup?
Yeah.
Yeah. It it's really the thought that counts, bud.
It's okay.
I made a grilled cheese with it that was good.
Are you saying the grilled cheese was good?
I know I'm bad at cooking.
It's okay.
There's actually that kind of a soup. They do sell a Panera version of it at Costco, and
We sell it at my store.
right. So if you take that and you cut up potatoes and chicken and add that in, they're really really nicely done.
I was gonna say use Bear Creek. They have it where you can make like an 8-quart thing.
Oh,
And you can make that and then just add whatever the hell you want to it.
oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. That way you can add the potatoes or like the meat or whatever the fuck and just kind of throw it in there.
Yep.
I want to get some lamb.
That's a weird.
What in the fuck are you gonna
Yeah,
do
like,
with
where
lamb?
did this come from?
Are you gonna make gyros?
I had gyros the other day, and I have a.
Yeah, it's like once you have
Okay.
one of those, you're like, I want more.
I have Ziki sauce, cucumbers, and pita bread.
Dude, oh my god, I just watched the weirdest fucking.
I used to make Ziki sauce at the Abbey.
Really?
Yeah, we sold gyros there.
Oh, I didn't know you sold gyros there. I actually just watched a horror movie about a gyro maker. Yeah, it was kind of funny. He moved to some party place in London, and his dad got killed by some drunk guys who shoved him or something like that. So dude freaks out, starts killing all these drunk people, and he ends up uncovering like this giant drug trade thing from this hero place. But the fucked up part was then he'd like make I don't know what they're called, the mounds of meat that are stuck together.
Oh yes.
Yeah, except out of people. And then he'd sell them back to people as lamb. I think pork would have worked better, but neither here nor there.
That's why we're called long pig. People taste like pork if you didn't know.
Yeah, actually, I suppose that's kind of the thing. Not to promote cannibalism, but scientists
No,
who
eat
actually
each other.
tasted it
Eat each
said
other.
that it does eat
I have nothing to say to that, but if you really want to piss people off, which I know
bacon rub.
Well, I mean, yes, I was gonna go more the fact of calling it a gyro than a gyro.
Oh, that's fair. What is the actual pronunciation?
Euro.
I think it's a euro.
It's euro.
Euro?
It's euro.
Is it like a quesadilla? Tortiller?
I'll kill you
I know it
on
bothers you.
camera in front of witnesses. I don't care.
It's right
Why
up
don't we
there.
go get
I'll
those gyros and
it-
have some quesadillas?
I'll make him post the video. I won't even ask him to delete it. I'll make him post it.
I wanted to get caught.
We'll make sure to have a quesadilla, and then to wash it down, we'll have tequila.
He's just done.
Oh no! Oh, okay, he's out. Bye.
Hey, don't forget to grab the quesadillas. Okay, fine. How about some tortillers? Chris,
It's
get
like
the
that-
gyro.
It's like that Fluffy episode where the guy's like, I didn't watch no Samoan. I didn't come here to watch no
Just
Samoan
keep
speak
posting
Spanish.
to his empty spot. He just fully gave up.
We're just gonna.
I love when I get him to walk away.
The threshold for him to walk away is so non-existent that by the time it actually happens, it's impressive.
Oh, exactly. The one thing that'll set him off is just apparently white people pronunciations.
Oh, okay, he's back. He's
What?
back. Are we
He's back empty-handed.
okay now? No, he's got coffee. This means
he's got coffee.
He's now a calm man.
Coffee.
Kofifi. Are we okay, bud?
I forgive your ignorance.
Yeah.
I don't know where to take it
Nah,
past that,
I'm
but
I'm-
quesadilla.
I'm a little concerned at this point.
I'm just disappointed.
I would be really interested, actually, for all of you guys in interweb land there, right? What are horrible mispronunciations that you notice or that you do yourself that you either refuse to change or that you know other people
Tell us
do?
more about that fresh thyme.
I've said time.
Sure.
You're gaslighting me. It's fine.
It's okay.
You said thyme.
No, you said thyme.
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 We will go back in the videos.
I'll go back to real life, motherfucker.
Real life has nothing to do here. Like, you see that camera? That's life. Like,
we were parked outside of a store that you called Fresh Thyme.
I said thyme, and you're like, that's not how you say it.
No.
It's fresh thyme. These exact terms.
No.
Is that how you just get about your day, Chris? You just remember things how you want?
The little I do remember, yes.
I don't... How high were you that day? I'm pretty sure it was vice versa.
No.
I'm pretty sure. Because I said fresh thyme, and you're like, what the hell's that?
No.
And I'm like, the store. And you're like, thyme.
No.
I'm like, thyme.
You said thyme.
We're gonna go back to the videos.
I mean, the other one that, Spencer, you are incredibly guilty of is Thanos, and you call him Thanos.
And
I am guilty of that, and I know that, and I
you
will
are-
die on that hill.
You are guilty of Thanos.
And Darkseid.
oh, Darkseid's another one.
Yeah.
And
To be fair, with the dark side thing, the spelling for it is rather fucked up. I will partially defend Spence on that one.
I'll take it. Like, technically, I think, like, how I pronounce it's how it's supposed to be pronounced. But it's fine. It's English. We make up words.
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this
Yeah,
episode
we're
up,
just
guys.
done now. Like,
Thank you.
We're just ending on that note.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Absolute Madness. As always, we appreciate you guys. Make sure to, as Chris always likes to remind you, share the show. Make sure to leave a comment in with anything on your thoughts, feelings, or otherwise need to share things. Because you know what's going to happen? There's going to be someone in the comments that goes, click on this link to get rich or to get $10,000. For the first 500 people that share this link, you know who you are. Okay? You know who you are. Fuck off. No one clicks on your links.
Well,
Nobody.
Old people.
people do click on their links, otherwise they wouldn't be there anymore.
Or they're that desperate.
Or they're bots.
Bots.
You just automatically just
Could be
post it
bots.
everywhere.
Mm.
You get one simple program running, get like 600 to post. I don't know. People suck.
People do suck,
And
categorically.
also, something new for this season that I want to make sure to introduce to you guys. If you, depending on what you're watching, either I don't know if YouTube's gonna have it. If you're out in podcast land though on Spotify, make sure to click on our description, a little button down below. Okay.
The doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo. Make sure to click on the doobly-doo. And you should see a link there that says support the show. That is a direct link to us if you guys feel so inclined to throw any cash our way to make sure that we can keep doing what we're doing and do it even better as time gets on. Maybe one of these times we can finally teach Chris how to talk into a microphone.
No.
No.
It's a wish list.
Look at that wish list. Look at it long and hard. Think about what you could give. Think about what you want to give. Because you have a good heart, and I believe in you.
Oh boy.
So hit subscribe.
With that being said, guys, thank you again so much for tuning in, and until next time, peace.